symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
HMG. Homie HMG. This is your next level wrestling review. And this is NXT.
All righty then. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever the hell. Doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me while I clear my throat. I'm the reporter, the people, the man with the plan, Big Ray, here to say to talk some lucha libre, which is your Spanish lesson for wrestling today. And this is the next level wrestling review. Pretty excited, very tired. Didn't sleep much last night. It's a long story. We'll talk about that. But I'm pretty excited, man. We have a huge wrestling weekend coming up. And, let's be honest here. This show wouldn't be complete. Now, we're talking about worlds colliding. Oh, my friend. I have a person that has actually defended a title on the moon. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 3-time Moonraker on a pole match champion. And if I do this shit one more time.
The Vet. He's a Rip Rogers guy. The Vet. Vet. Rip Rogers guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't let them lie to you. We have been back to the moon many, many times. And this man has headlined many a main event in front of the aliens that live on the ground. Oh, you have no idea. Do you know what it's like taking a superplex with the moon's gravity gimmick? You don't, but he does. Who's this guy? He's a Rip Rogers guy. It is the Vet. Jamie Williams. What's going on, buddy?
Man, the most dangerous thing about a Moonraker on a pole match is there's always that danger that she'll just float away and they won't be able to bring you back.
Yeah.
You'll just spin for the rest of your life in the cold blackness of space.
That sounds peaceful, actually.
Yeah. In some ways, it sounds like watching an episode of NXT.
What, the blackness of space? Isn't that more like a Impact Wrestling?
Just slowly waiting to die, I think is the analogy I was.
So I'm assuming that you weren't a fan of this week's show.
Yeah, it was all right.
It's not bad.
But let's not get into that yet.
No.
We've got a whole hour dedicated to that. Let's talk about other things.
So, Fed as there was going to be no show today. You can see the large. Huh? It was that close. Large bags in the mice. But before I even do that, so I'm going to put this gimmick up here. Let me see if I can share it here so you guys. So tomorrow, I want you guys to listen to me real good. I'm going to repeat it again in the middle of the show and again at the end of the show. So we made some friends. Us here at HMG. Yvette, you may not know who these friends are, but you guys all will know who these friends are because they are an up-and-coming, rising, what would I say? They have a rocket strapped to their ass or whatever what do you guys say in the wrestling business? Up to their back, right? Ass, ankles?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
More or less.
These guys have only been around for about a year, maybe a little less. Thousands of viewers. They're very smart, good guys, and I've been watching their content for a while. So one of the guys had reached out to me, and then I reached out back, and I said, "Hey, why don't we work together, do some cross promotion?" A lot of people had so many questions about the whole Vince Russo thing, Ben Hameen thing. A lot of people don't know about Ben Hameen, Stevie Richards' involvement in the whole gimmick Schnavitz. So tomorrow, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see this here. It's going to be, well, they left me out of the thumbnail. It's just Vince Russo. He's not going to be on the show. It's going to be me and Ben. So it's a little fucked up, huh? They didn't even put me in there.
Yeah,
but anyway,
your name is there, but
where? Do you see my name? Oh, the little.
You're the and.
Yeah.
The and Ray Hernandez.
Benjamin!
Not even big Ray, just regular size Ray Hernandez.
Yeah, Ray Hernandez. Not even big. Not even my gimmick. Wow. That's a strike, guys. I gotta tell you that.
Who's in charge of the graphics here?
Well, I'm not gonna stooge that off.
All right.
It's not fair.
Okay.
That's not fair. But anywho, I'll bring it up in a second again. But we're gonna be on this channel, so I want you guys, if you can, to follow me on social media tomorrow. And Ben, I think Vince Russo is gonna be retweeting this out, and we're gonna be getting into real in-depth conversation. And check them out, dude. You know how we do like a lot of shows? Mm-hmm. These guys fucking go live 7 days a week for 3 hours at a time. Every day, for every pay-per-view, every event. It's insane how much work these guys are putting in, and that's why they have their audience. But I want to bring this back up again. My name is it's a lot smaller than Ben's, isn't it?
Yeah, that's definitely a different point font there.
Yeah, almost like a different font. I don't know if my feelings should my feelings be hurt?
I mean, you made it on there at least.
Well, it's who's Ray Hernandez?
It's you, but like a little, like a size below.
Well, they did
Kinda
take
like
the
the
big
font.
out. Anyway, so as you can see here, special guest Ben Hameen, wrestler, trainer, owner of Hami Media Group, and Ray Hernandez.
And a picture of Russo, just
Yeah,
so you know,
just
to draw.
They won't put over the fact that I'm the co-founder of HMG, former protege of Bill Apter, son of a pro wrestler, son of a pastor. Been in the game for over 10 years, producing for OneWrestling.com, WrestleZone. I mean,
Did you forget to tell them all that information?
you do your research. Just saying.
Oh, well, you know.
But anyway,
Maybe they don't have time. Maybe they don't have time for all that research with 21 hours of content a week.
that's true. That's a fact. That's a fact. Did Vince Russo consult on the WWE? Consult on or for? Consult.
Either way.
Okay. AEW All Out, NXT Worlds Collide, WWE Clash the Castle. Join the Rumble. Let's Rumble! Some good shit, bro.
All right.
But you know who I am. I'm just
You fucking mark!
that's what I am. That's all I'm ever good for. Apparently.
Huh.
Fuck Ray. Fuck me. Nobody cares about my life.
Regular Ray Hernandez.
Just plain old Ray. It's incredible. I mean, hundreds of thousands of views, probably well over 1 million views on YouTube, on various platforms. One of the co-founders of the PW Hustle Networks.
Wow.
I mean,
I appreciate you, Ray. Let's get a big round of applause.
No, fuck that.
For yeah,
No,
yeah.
stop it. Stop the shit. Stop it. You stop. Stop. Enough. And it's like, I don't know. They're still clapping. Enough.
Emotional damage. You want some therapy?
I would. Anyway. So, yeah, guys, join us live. I'll bury them live on air when I get on there Thursday. They'll probably never work with us again. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Or you could get more over than ever. You never know.
You think?
You never know.
Well, I'll tell you who is over, Vet. For some reason, the chat shows, it shows 16 people. It's probably going to be more. It's probably like 160. God damn it.
Oh, man. This was quite a discrepancy last time. Oh, but it looks full here.
I'll tell you what. Aaron Ben Shlomo, he put over the fact that he used my creator wrestler in WWE 2K22. And I am the longest reigning, defending champion in all of 2K. 177 days so far.
What, 24/7 championship? The Dana Brooke title?
No, I think the world title.
The world 24/7 championship?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
The Moonraker on a pole
I'm
championship?
not sure. You know what it is when Ben talks, I can't focus in on. I'm just his accent, the dreamy green eyes. You know. Hello, I'm Aaron Ben Shlomo.
So got
French.
Yeah, I got a little French Spider-Man there.
You know, French Spider-Man almost made a run in this week on the Impact Attack, but
What?
almost. But then the French Spider-Man saw that asshole Colin.
He just did a U-turn on the web.
He went right,
Yeah.
and then immediately the other way. Colin's last show. You must be fucking elated.
It was a fun show, and I made sure to bring up several times that the RRP is officially canceled, and that I was right, and it did take a little longer than I initially
not
guessed,
canceled.
but 100% canceled.
It's really not canceled.
It's canceled as we know it, and after. Let me just say, I'll tell you this because I have some inside scoops.
Oh Jesus
okay?
Christ! Go ahead, Western States Heritage Champion.
I'm not gonna tell you what Colin and I discussed after the show went off the air, but let's just say that you will not be seeing Colin ever again for the rest of his life.
I don't care anymore. All I can say is this: toothache, borderline heart attack. Wife kept me up all night. Worked the crazy shift. You know, I do manual labor. You know, I'm not just sitting there. You know, I'm here. I'm here every single Wednesday, bet.
Now, did you say toothache or did you say too thick?
Oh, I'm too thick and a toothache.
Because you're Big Ray Hernandez, despite what that graphic said.
Well, let me see. Let me just make sure. I don't know if I got this right. Hold on. Yep, just Ray Hernandez and Ray Hernandez. Ben Hameen, wrestler, trainer, owner of Hami Media. Ray Hernandez. Wow. Not even a picture of me. Vince Russo. Where
would they? I mean, to be fair, where would they even get a picture of you? Like,
I don't know.
There's no there.
I'm public.
You're a hard guy to find. You don't really.
I'm public
post
on Instagram.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. Thousands of followers on Instagram and.
Oh yeah.
TikTok. Yeah.
Well, you can't just take a picture from someone's Instagram and use that, right? There's got to be some kind of a.
Oh, you can.
Oh.
It's a little embarrassing. There.
Well, you'll let them hear all about it. You want to put that
I
up
will.
one more time just to let everybody know when it is?
Yeah. So
you'll let them know all about it.
It's gonna be. I see the Triple H gimmick is
1st.
blocking. Can I remove that? Let me see. Let's just put this. There you go. So September 1st, which is tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, we talk a whole bunch of wrestling with Ben Hameen.
Oh yeah. So is he gonna just go right from Light the Fuse into that, or?
Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do, but you know, not even Raymond Hernandez, just Ray Hernandez.
No one calls you that, Raymond.
Nobody calls me. My mother does.
Does she really?
Yeah.
She calls you your full last name too, like.
Yeah.
Raymond
Yes.
Hernandez.
Your mother don't do that when she got pissed off at you and shit.
Oh yeah, I guess so. All right.
Well,
You have a middle name too? Do they do the middle name?
I don't have a middle name.
You don't have one?
No.
Oh,
You?
okay.
Do
But
you
if
have a
you
middle
did, yes. If you
Really?
did, yes. A lot of people do. So if you did have a middle name, would she use it, or do you think she'd just stick with the?
She would use it.
Okay.
She would use it because she's an Aiden James Hernandez to my son. You know.
Oh, okay.
So, but none of my brothers have middle names either.
You guys just be acting up that much that your mom is constantly using your full names?
Yeah. Did your mother? Let me ask you guys a question. Did your mother do the whole thing where she had it's like a metal gimmick. Like it's like a pan. I don't know. It's long. It's like a cookie dish, right? And she would put it in the corner of her room and then put rice, just dry rice on it. And then we would kneel on it, facing the wall. And we would have to hold up two buckets of water. And, if we drop them, then we have to be there longer or get hit with a belt. You ever had that? As a kid?
No.
Oh,
No.
that's not normal.
I think she may have invented that one.
You think so?
Yeah. I would have just said, just hit me with the belt and let's get this over with.
Real quick, I remember one time
Yeah.
I got caught lying. My father pulled me in to the room. I thought I was gonna get like a treat or something. And then he did the old thing where he folded the belt and then pulled his fist together and
Yeah.
Oof.
What do you even have a belt for if you're not going to do that?
Well, it's better. It'd be funny if he walked in with his tag team title. He folded it, clink.
Clink.
But he beat the shit out of me with that thing, and I deserved it. And that was the first time that you ever came across the term belt mark. I tell you what. The way he did it was very, very smart. He was like, "Tell me, you won't ever lie again, and I won't hit you." I'm like, oh God, I won't ever lie again. That's a lie. Tell me, you'll be honest moving forward. You will never lie again. I won't do it. That's a lie. You're human. You're gonna lie. Fuck, just put me in corners. Tell me you'll never breathe again. I only there. Just questions that I deserve that. I'm better for it. Anyway, Bet, why don't we see who was in the chat? We have quite a nice group of handsome young men and sexy young ladies.
Quite lively, although a bunch of names are just disappearing. So let's hurry up and get the ones that are still here.
Shit.
We've got Babo. All right. What can you say about Babo?
He's handsome.
Yep, exactly. He's
He's
got
very
he's got that beard and everything too. Canada Spaceman. He's there. Dan Heffron still here. Aaron Ben Shlomo still here. Frank's Pickle Barrel Ass is here. Jerome Hall was here. He's not showing up on my list, but I just watched you put up the comment to prove that he was here. Labrat, though, now he's here. Media M5 is here. Lawrence Weaver's here. And this last one, I'll save just for you.
Shit. I don't know which one it is. All right, I'll try it.
I think you know. If it's last.
Hold on. Well, it could be the other one, too.
But this is last.
Yohimbo.
Yeah. You don't get much further down the alphabet than Y, so I haven't seen any of our Z participants here.
Right.
But yeah, let's see. Well, I know Lisbeth was here. I don't think we said her.
We have
she was here.
She is here.
If not still here.
We have the artist formerly known as Lawrence Weaver.
Yeah, I said that.
Said that. All right, let me see.
Cold-Blooded was here.
Cold-Blooded.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Who are you?
Mm-hmm.
Who do
Fuck
you
your couch.
belong to? There's no dictionary book to describe how Al Robinson looks. He was here. That's another name I knew I saw.
Al Robinson, the great author.
And Big Nick. He gets to be called Big Nick.
Let's just call him Alan.
You're just Ray Hernandez, though.
Alan Robinson. Ben Hameen! And Ray Hernandez.
Ben Hameen was not here. Colin Wysong, though, he was.
That guy.
He just came in to say one thing.
So what you're telling me is that even though we have an offer to be on FM radio, Colin's gonna fuck me and not gonna join me.
Yes, that's essentially what I'm telling you.
Got almost 4,000 followers on Twitter. I mean, you can find some of my pictures there. Instagram. It's almost 2,000 followers. Not much. I really don't. It's not my livelihood.
Well, you've been concentrating on TikTok a lot.
Morning coffee thoughts. You like that, right?
Yeah, you got a series of morning coffee thoughts. It's a very popular series on TikTok. Have you sufficiently stuck it to your son yet about how you are going to get super over on TikTok?
Of course I have. What the fuck?
Well, I'm just saying, are you going to stop here, or are you just going to keep growing it and like keep rubbing it in?
I can do some rubbing. I'll tell you, I really fucking knocked that kid out of the box. I was like,
Ow!
Roadhouse.
Yeah. Well,
anyway. All right. Well, I guess, I don't know. What do you think? Maybe the 3 count?
This is the 3 count with today's biggest stories in pro wrestling, world news, pop culture, sports, and more. And now, back to Big Ray and the Vet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the 3 count. I think I got Nick here. Nick DeTulio hitting me up right now. That's one of the co-hosts, over at the show we're doing at the Wrestling for Life Network. Hit me up. Let me see what he says here. Straight homie. Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe he's watching live.
yeah, we're doing a live cross promotion.
No, who knows? Maybe he saw this. Hold on. Where is it? Maybe he saw this, where it says, Ben Hameen and Ray Hernandez. And a picture of Vince Russo.
Mm-hmm.
Just. Oh my gosh. No, we aren't straight there, Nick. Jesus Christmas. Anywho. All right, so let's jump into the first news story of the day here. Let me see if I hope I fucking sent it to myself. We're going to start off with a little bit of a... All right, so let me see. Ben Hameen is now messaging me live. Okay, I don't know what the hell he's sending me here. So, Vet, I know you're a fan of Impact Wrestling. You review it every single week.
Those things can be mutually exclusive.
Joe Doring, his brain cancer. What the hell? Ben, stop messaging me. Joe Doring's brain cancer has unfortunately returned. Have you heard this story? Did you know about the first round of brain cancer he had?
No, I didn't know about... I don't think I did. Oh, I think I heard about the first initial one, but I didn't hear anything about this, what you're talking about now.
Well, this is brand new news, man. It says, let me just close this out here. It says Impact Wrestling announced Tuesday. So that was just yesterday, Vet.
Mm-hmm.
It says announced Tuesday that Doring, 40, his age, told the company this past week that his brain cancer has unfortunately returned. I'm paraphrasing the unfortunately here, and will be undergoing surgery in the coming weeks. In the meantime, Doring will be stepping away from active competition. Now, let me just read you a quick quote from Mr. Doring himself. He says, "They told me in 2016 that I would never wrestle again, and I proved them wrong." Doring told Impact Wrestling's website in a statement, he says, and he continues to say, "Guess I'm going to have to do it again. I try not to get too sad or emotional about it. Staying positive really helped me the first time. And that's what I'll do again." I'll tell you, cancer is a scary fucking thing, Vet. And brain cancer at that is incredibly frightening. And the fact that this fucking gentleman, he beat it the first time, I think he could do it again. Not now, Vet. You're a very honest person. Your thoughts on Joe Doring? Not that he's going anywhere, because I have a feeling he's gonna beat this thing. He's gonna get back in the ring. He's gonna be just as scary as always. But were you a fan of Joe Doring? His in-ring stuff, especially his comeback with Impact Wrestling, so on and so forth.
I would say that I'm not a fan. He's one of the guys that's just kind of there for me because I'm a little tired of the Violent by Design gimmick at this point. I've never really was that on board with it in the first place, and it's really gone nowhere. Joe Doring doesn't speak, like his character does not really talk ever, so we don't get to really see that aspect of him. He just is kind of like a giant cowboy that beats people up. He's been protected. The only match I've ever seen him lose in Impact is against the current champion, Josh Alexander, so they've really kept him over.
That's good.
Had a big long run in All Japan. Of course, this is after All Japan, it being a shell of its original self.
Right.
But he did good over there, and I don't really complain when Joe Doring's in the ring. I don't really have any notes for him. He's doing well. He's one of the few big men, that's in that company. So, and I certainly hope that he'll be able to pull through this and get back to doing whatever it is that he wants to do, whether that's continue wrestling or a new chapter in his life. But I think, we're all pulling for Joe.
Yeah, no doubt, man. We're pulling for Joe. I'll tell you something real quick. Remember what happened last week, Vet?
No.
With the internets here?
No, absolutely not. Wait, oh, yes. There were
Remember
problems.
when everything kind of shut down and started acting weird?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is fucking happening yet again.
Oh. Well, I bravely carried on last time, and if called upon once again, I
don't think it is. I don't think it needs to be called upon. Did you see this past week that tweet by Will Ospreay?
The Kevin Nash one?
Yeah. What'd you think of that shit? Did you guys talk about that at all during the Impact attack?
No, because it wasn't relevant to any of the performers on that program. But if you'd like to talk about this story, I guess this probably had something to do with Kevin Nash saying stuff about guys drawing money again. What was it?
Oh, I can't pull anything up. Fucking shit.
Your internet doesn't work?
I don't know what the fuck is going on here with this fucking. I paid $400,000 for internet.
Wow.
They installed, okay? They installed. You know the wires that go into the walls?
Mm-hmm.
I got the 14 karat gold upgrades.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Should
Nothing.
have got 24s.
What a fucking waste of life this is. Anyway, so basically, paraphrase, Will Ospreay. I don't know. I wasn't on his side. I don't know who the fuck Will Ospreay is. I don't know what he's ever done.
Yes, you do.
I know who he is, but again, if I walk into a mall and I'm with my wife and I say, "Honey, Will Ospreay's here," oh,
If you said, "Honey, Kevin Nash," would she know that?
she would, because
Okay.
she's a fan of she's seen him in Longest Yard. She's watched him in Magic Mike.
So she knows actor Kevin Nash.
Right.
All right.
But if I say, "Honey, Kevin Nash is here,"
If you said Diesel, she'd be like, "What?"
no, she'll be like, "What?" Now she'll look at me like, "What? Kevin Nash, the guy from Magic Mike, the big wrestler." Oh yes. Let me see. I want to see you. Let's go walk over and say hi. Will Ospreay's here. Who? Fuck out of here, man.
Well, what did he? So you don't know what he said? I can look it up. Well,
Can you please? Because I'm really having issues here with my internet.
all right.
Fucking shit.
Do you need me to look up all the news?
400. I mean, that would be nice one day.
Shit, you want me to pull up WrestleLink and share my screen?
You can't do that. Well, you know what I can do? I can bring up my next story if it fucking loads. Oh my god, what is wrong with the internet? Like, this site can't be reached, motherfuck you.
All right, I'll pull up. I guess I'll use the Sportster for this one.
What is
Hey,
that?
I'll try. I'll try being Big Ray this week and doing
shit.
doing a story on the 3 count.
Oh shit, go for it.
So, according to the Sportster, Kevin Nash and Will Ospreay found each other at odds in a recent Twitter exchange, taking shots at the other. Okay, so I guess the wrestling Twitter account WrestleBanana pointed out over the it's a pretty good name though. Pointed out over the weekend, Will Ospreay's had more 5-star matches. Oh, is this what somebody posted this? It was Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal posted this. He has had more 5-star matches
God damn it.
I know, right? In 1 month than CM Punk, John Cena, and Kurt Angle have combined in their entire career.
He said all of that?
Which is 3. It doesn't have the exact tweet here. It just says that that's what he pointed out. And then, so I guess he did it in a like a stupid way, that they just.
Well, is there another way to do it?
I don't know. It seems like they would, most of the time these things just post the tweet, but instead they wanted to explain what his tweets were saying. So maybe he did it in multiple tweets and just had a long-winded way. Anyway, Kevin Nash replies to this, which, first of all, I'm not going to take sides in this. I'm just going to call it down the middle.
I am.
Why is Kevin Nash responding to fucking Wrestle Banana, whoever that is, right off the bat? Not a good look. But anyway, he replies, "How's his merchandise sales?"
How is his merchandise sales?
I don't know. I'd have to see.
Nobody knows.
We'd have to look at the.
Please.
Tokon Shop Global over at New Japan.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I'm sure he sells some decent merch. At least when I look out in the crowds, at the shows that he does, like there's a decent amount of merch. So somebody's buying his merch locally. Is there really? Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. So I'm sure his merch sales are fine for his level of wrestler. But anyway, so Will Ospreay, of course, is going to quote this, "How's his merchandise sales?" Which I must again point out that Kevin Nash is responding to an account called Wrestle Banana.
Oh,
Kevin Nash.
Wrestle Banana's over.
Okay. And Will Ospreay's response is, "Did you tear your quads writing this tweet?"
Stupid.
Oh, a lot of people were like, got him.
No, a lot of people are stupid. That's what a lot of people are. A lot of people are dumb.
Yeah, using the Kevin Nash tearing your quads joke is like so tired at this point. It was tired 20 years ago, really, but
that's what I saw. A lot of people were like, "Oh, really, bro?" Or "bruh," as they say nowadays. That's all you got, bruh.
And if you listen to Click This with Kevin Nash and Sean Oliver, there's not an episode goes by that Kevin Nash doesn't reference somebody else, doing that, and he does the voice like, "Tear your quad, tear your quad." So like he's well aware that this is old and he's tired of it. So anyway, both these guys are kind of losers for getting involved in this, and it's not much of a story.
I think Kevin Nash is
bro. He
winner.
responded to Wrestle Banana.
Well, wouldn't you?
No,
you wouldn't respond to the great Wrestle Banana.
I've responded to a lot less random Twitter accounts than Kevin Nash has. But how's my merch sales?
Well,
I mean,
But listen, man, saying that he's had more 5-star matches. I mean, like,
I wonder what the star rating will be. I haven't heard that yet.
Has anyone hit 8 yet? Are we 9? Is he into the 10s yet? That moron. Nobody cares.
Nobody fucking cares.
Yeah. A guy named Wrestle Banana is bringing up star ratings, and Kevin Nash replied to it.
I think Kevin Nash wasn't replying to Wrestle Banana as much as he was trying to bury Will Ospreay.
Well, either way, why do you need to even get involved if you're over? That's the whole point of what I'm trying to say here. Like, Kevin Nash should be way, 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 way above. I mean, if he's going to take a shot at Will Ospreay, shouldn't he be above even responding to Will Ospreay, let alone Wrestle Banana?
Quick,
people are saying in the chat, Ric Flair had a response to this.
It wasn't Ric Flair. It was a Ric Flair parody account, unfortunately, guys. But it was still fucking hilarious.
Well, once again, guys, actually pay attention to what you're saying, because people are going to think Ric Flair actually wrote this.
But it's true. Ric Flair has paid more alimony than this guy has made probably in merch sales in his entire life. Here's the deal. Right now, the tearing the quad segment of Kevin Nash's career is more over to me than anything Will Ospreay has done, because I don't really care about Will Ospreay. Don't know. I know Kevin Nash was in the NWO. I know Kevin Nash had a run as a world champion as Diesel. I know Kevin Nash went to TNA and did his thing over there. I know Kevin Nash is in the WWE Hall of Fame. The fuck has Will Ospreay ever done? Sorry, bro. I'm not down with that. I got 2 words for you. Fuck you. I have a story here. Apparently, Dana White is really fucking tired of hearing about this guy's name. Why don't we hear from Dana White himself? This is courtesy of MMA Gimmick Schnaebitz.
There's a rumor that Jake Paul and Anderson Silva are going to fight in October. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? What?
Real quick, that's the same way I feel when they ask me about Will Ospreay. Here we go.
He's really fighting Anderson Silva. If he's really fighting Anderson Silva, if that's true, it's about time. Yeah, he's got a real fight in his hands there. You know, regardless of how old Anderson is. Yeah, that's a real fight.
Thank you.
And
going
back to Jake Paul and Anderson Silva,
Oh,
would
boy.
you be tempted?
Come on.
You know, Will Ospreay, come on.
Give
Are you
Anderson-
serious? No, I'm not tempted to do anything.
Would you be tempted?
Stop asking me about Jake Paul, you guys. I don't give a shit what Jake Paul does. Jake,
Nobody
I
does.
know you love this shit, and I know it gives you clicks, but come on. Come on. The guy has nothing to do with my business. It's nothing to do with my business. He doesn't fight for me. He's not even in the same fucking sport as me. I don't want to talk about him anymore. I don't care. I was going to tell you something, though. You made me forget.
Dana White is swole as fuck. I think we get the gist of it. Whose side are you on here? Will Ospreay or Kevin Nash? I mean, Jake Paul or Dana White?
He got pretty touchy there, didn't he?
A little bit.
So you're at a press conference, which the entire point of which is for people to ask you questions. And a guy asked him one question about Jake Paul fighting a former UFC fighter and asked his thoughts on it. And then he wanted to get a follow-up question. And Dana White got very, very irritated very, very quickly. It seemed like it came out of nowhere, right? Is that an edited, condensed interview? Or did we miss the other 20 questions where this guy asked about Jake Paul? It seems like he's taking out something on this guy that's been going on behind the scenes. Maybe he gets a lot of questions about Jake Paul.
Well, I mean, if you heard the guy, first and foremost, listen to the guy talk. Excuse me, I would like to know about what your feelings are regarding Jake Paul.
He sounded like the guy that was asking Seth Rollins about the
Anderson Silva. First, let me tell you this. As a person who loves the fight game, I actually watched a couple of Anderson Silva's fights. So Anderson Silva is a lot older. Anderson Silva has 5 he's 4-1 if I'm correct. In boxing, he is one of the best fucking strikers in MMA history. He's a pretty damn good boxer too. If this is a shoot, Jake Paul's in fucking trouble. You understand that, right?
Good thing it won't be.
You don't think it's gonna be you think every fucking MMA fight's a work, huh? Or a boxing match and shit. It's all a work.
No, but every time one comes across the table, it's usually for a reason. Like, I don't think the preliminaries and stuff like that. I don't even think all the main events, but if you're talking about Jake Paul doing these fights that are clearly setups, then yeah, if we're talking about that, then yeah, I do. You really think he knocked out Tyron Woodley?
Yeah.
That was him, right?
Yeah, he knocked him out. Now, whether Tyron Woodley... he knocked him the fuck out. Come on, vet.
He did he knocked him out. He did the slow timber fall face down, like you would if it was a movie.
Listen, vet. For a guy who's been knocked out, I'm talking about myself. I got knocked out in the ring. He got knocked out. Sorry. That was a knockout. Now, whether he let him knock him out, so whether he did the old, turn of the glove, you know what this means? Hit me right here. Hit me right here. Good. I'm going to leave myself open. Whether that happened, I don't know. But he got knocked out. Listen, Jake Paul's a big kid. But he's never fought a trained boxer. There's a difference. Boxing, the most elite of all MMA fighters.
Wait a minute. He never
What?
fought a trained boxer. Which one was the one that fought Floyd Mayweather? Was that his brother?
God damn it. That was fucking Logan Paul, WWE Hall of Famer, future WWE
Oh,
champion.
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let me tell you something, bro.
Which I won't ever know the difference, by the way, so
No, Jake
don't
Paul,
ever ask me.
Jake Paul looks more like a lion. Logan Paul looks more like a gazelle. Fair?
Oh, it'll have to do.
Logan Paul has more feminine features. He looks like what Link would look like if he was real. From Zelda.
Yeah,
Remember when we were kids, we thought Link's name was actually Zelda?
maybe you thought that.
I did. So I just wanted to bring out that, again, if Jake Paul, if you're going to be in a fight with Anderson Silva, and if it's a shoot, you're in fucking trouble. That's all I have to say. You're in trouble. Dana White has all the right to not. It's kind of like, I don't know, dude. It's kind of like being asked the same question about a pulled quad. It's annoying. It's the same shit over and over. This guy gets asked about Jake Paul and the other Paul brother all the fucking time. This is not just this. Even if this was a condensed version, he's always being asked about these guys. It's not even the same sport. He's right. It's not the same sport. And Dana White was a boxer. Dana White knows what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to that. So I side with Dana White. I side with Kevin Nash on this one. But honestly, when it comes to Will Ospreay,
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
just say. Well, Patrick Clark's court date is set.
Oh, I think we skipped over something here.
Oh my God. Bro, if fucking up your own life was a person, it might be this kid. Now, he is Mr. Dodge a Bullet. But Jesus Christ, there were talks about him potentially coming back to the WWE, and and now we get this shit with the fucking gun charge and the drugs and the, I don't know, what was he, fucking underage midgets in the backseat of a car. Who the fuck is this guy? What's his problem? Lab Rat, can you tell me? Anybody? Ben Shlomo? Frank's pickle barrel ass? What is wrong with this guy? Bet. Is it over? Is this gonna end tragically?
I don't know. Maybe he might have a redemption story somewhere down the line.
How
I
could
don't
you?
know.
What? How could a redemption? Allegedly, he showed his dick to a kid.
Is that what this? That's not what this was about.
No, but he's coming back from that, and then this on top of that.
Well, he was never convicted of anything about that,
Oh,
so
stop it.
technically,
Well, listen, Hitler wasn't convicted of murder, but let's just say he did a whole bunch of that.
yeah. But I don't know if that's a fair. You just compared Patrick Clark to Hitler.
If you show your dick to a kid, yes, and I mean that.
If you did,
If he did,
important to point out the distinction. But look, whatever happens to him, I don't care. I don't think it's like a great loss for professional wrestling as an industry if he's never able to be a wrestler again. So he'll just have to settle for maybe, not having to hopefully go to all of his new neighbors and tell them that he's registered,
disgusting. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. I think it's time.
Okay.
It's time because I want to run through NXT, and then just really quickly, like we do the whole quick fire. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose? Worlds collide. Are you gonna watch it this weekend?
I guess.
He's like, I guess. Oh, I have to. What other events they have? They have Clash of the Castle. AEW has something, right? What are they doing here?
Oh yeah, don't they have All Out or some shit? Or no, that's next week.
Hold on.
All Out's next weekend, so that's.
Okay. All right, so then I guess. Anyway.
But yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to review the go-home show for Clash at the Castle. It is time for NXT 2.0. All right, ladies and gentlemen, NXT 2.0 took place in Florida as usual. Full Sail, right? Whatever. August 30th, 2022, Worlds Collide Go Home Show, headlined by a big 6-man tag team match. Veteran of the business, Mr. Rip Rogers guy, just plain old Ray Hernandez wants to know whether you got the notes for the show.
Yeah.
All right, we kick it off with what is it? Apollo Crews and Grease and Waller.
Well, yep, they kick it off. No big packages, no recaps or anything. We're just getting right into it. Grayson
Patrick
Waller,
Clark, apparently.
big package. We'll have to ask the kid.
Turns
out that
Diff.
yeah, turns out that yeah, nice. I tell you, I was wrong. AEW All Out is this weekend.
Oh
so,
shit! This is going to be one hell of a weekend of professional wrestling.
Yeah, another 15 hours of professional wrestling goodness this week.
Subscribe to Wrestling for Life.
Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this match. Well, I'm not gonna so much talk about the match. All right, we get it. Regular, right?
Sorry.
So I'd like to talk about for a moment. I want to do like a report card or like a check-in with you on Grayson Waller here. How do you feel that you remember for a while there that seemed like they really wanted to do something with him? He was showing up on Raw, getting in AJ Styles business, all this other stuff. Now he's just kind of like he's still here, he's still doing stuff, but you know, where are you at with Grayson Waller these days?
I still like him a lot. I still see a ton of potential and a big star in the kid.
Okay, do you think you can be a big star if you can't apply your fake tan to your whole body?
Oh God, did he have the white armpit gimmick?
Well, it's like you can tell he's probably single because his back is like fishy white in the spots that your arms can't reach. Like if you were doing this, like you can't quite get there, and that's where you'd be like, if you had a girlfriend or boyfriend. I'm not judging.
Hey,
and he says,
2022, brother.
Yeah, hey babe, can you get the spot I can't reach with the bronzer? And then they're like, oh sure, and then that's where you get the all over. You get the Miz. I'm sure the Miz has Maurice do that for him.
Oh, fucking lucky motherfucker.
Right. So
that is a beautiful woman.
So Grayson needs a Maurice. Find you a Maurice, Grayson, so that you can get your back. Because you look stupid with your fucking fake tan only on 3/4 of your body.
Or Murray. Maurice or Murray.
Or Murray. Again. Of course, there are, as Liz points out, spray tans, the stand-ups. You can get all that done. It's Florida. Or you could just go outside, you know, the old-fashioned way.
Bro, just lay in the sun for an hour on each side.
Yeah.
I'm just what you're telling me?
You don't have suns in Australia?
They have a lot of suns over. They have 2 suns.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like Tatooine over there in Australia.
Like Tatooine, yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Grayson Wall. So you're saying he's like that? You know when you cook a chicken patty in the old microwave or the little oven and you forget to turn it over? Is that what he looked like?
A little bit.
Still cooked, but
yeah,
brown on
not
one
even
side.
as tan as a chicken patty.
High yellow on the other. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, in this match they told an interesting story. It was it was a rare story. It was the eye poke story.
Yes.
Where it almost
the
looked
eye poke
real.
Of doom.
Yeah, it almost looked real when he poked him in the eye the first time. But the way they eventually went into it, it was clearly like this was planned. Somebody had this idea, probably as an agent. Hey guys, why don't you do this? And you know, it ended up working. Even though I noticed in this match some like I'll give my report card a little sloppiness from Waller. He's kind of like all over the place and rushing through stuff. His footwork was bad. Like
I don't disagree.
He was a little, so it's just very awkward and not smooth. Not that everything has to be like a perfectly choreographed routine, but sometimes these guys, when they're setting up their spots and things and getting in position, they kind of rush it. And there's a difference between picking up the pace of a match and going too fast. Like, the pace of the match is the things that happen and how quickly you go to them. Like, I'm not going to sit in this headlock for 45 seconds. I might just slap it on for 5 seconds and then we'll move to the next thing. But you still take your time, get in the position, whatever, like that. If you're just like, I'm going to grab the headlock and you're going to run me the ropes and shoot me off, I'm going to hit you with the tag, blah, blah, blah. And like, you're just doing the stuff before you, like, if you're just grabbing, how many times have you seen this, Ray? Where a guy, like, the spot is he has to get shot off from the ropes, so he just grabs a headlock just to get shot off. Like, he just puts his arm around the guy's head like, we're doing this now. Like, you didn't grab a headlock, you're just doing a spot that you planned, and it sucks.
You know what it is?
Huh.
It's like missionary position every single night.
Same old thing. You're right.
Well, I don't know. Not everybody does this. Anyway, but they tell the eye poke story. The finish is he goes for his rolling into the ring stunner, then pokes Apollo Crews in the eye and stuns him. Which I didn't see that the first time.
So I had a problem with this. So in professional wrestling, and that I think you're gonna agree with me. When you do something like that, you have to make it very obvious, even if it's not obvious. Because the point is that all right, let me rewind here. The referee isn't supposed to see it, right?
Right.
But he's kind of turned. His back is kind of turned to the referee, so the referee's on the other side of where. So you have to do like actually stick your thumb, like hold your thumb in a way where the fans and the TV people can see it. He just kind of like a quick jab.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Because I thought Apollo Crews picked him up. Maybe he was selling the eye injury from before. I thought. You want to hear what I thought? When he started with the fucking eye, I didn't know it was an eye poke. Number one, I thought he was seeing visions. No, I'm serious. Like a late period. I thought he was seeing visions in the ring, and that's why he couldn't continue. I thought, No,
I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
It's like, I was like, what the fuck? They're doing the vision gimmick, and now he gets headaches from the visions. That's what I thought. I thought it was the most outlandish, dumb shit, and he couldn't continue. But no, it was the eye poke of doom. And am I right with the whole like show the crowd, show the TV, the thumb?
Yeah, if you're gonna pantomime something, you want to be exaggerated as possible, but that's more like it's a little old timey. It's a little house show now. They rely on the announcers and the angles to like the camera angles. I mean, to get that stuff over. That's why on the instant replay, you could hear them point it out. So yeah, if the couple hundred people in attendance didn't see that, whatever. The main point is the TV audience got it explained. Like they got, hey, he poked him in the eye. That son of a bitch, Grayson Waller. The only reason that he would be able to beat such a great wrestler as Apollo Crews because he poked him in the damn eye. So, so good way to somewhat protect Apollo Crews. But it was a little different. Like you don't normally see that. You don't normally see people go back to things. Normally, you would call that like kind of the anchor. You keep going back to the same thing in the match to tell the story, right? So this is a little different way to do it. It was all right.
Hey, see this guy right here, Big Nick?
Apollo Crews got the That's So Raven gimmick.
Yeah, this is the guy.
This guy gets to be big, and you don't?
From Wrestling for Life. Hey, Nick. So I have a question, Nick. So you see over here, and the gimmick here. So it's Ben Hameen, wrestler, trainer, owner of and Ray Hernandez. I'm Big Ray Hernandez, co-owner of Hami Media Group. Made me a little sad, right, Fat?
Oh yeah, Ray almost he almost canceled the show.
But yeah, guys, again, Wrestling for Life. I'll put the link in the gimmick here, and follow me on social media. I'm going to put them over. Again, don't forget 7:00 tomorrow night. We're going to be on, me and Ben. I agree with everything you said about this match. Grayson Waller does seem to be rushed, and I don't know why. You think maybe he's nervous being in the ring with a guy like Apollo Crews?
No, shouldn't be. He's
Shouldn't
already
be,
been
right?
with
Not by
AJ
this
Styles. This is a downgrade.
Vet popped me on that one. On which one?
Yeah, I don't know. I come up with so many subtle zingers that I don't even know if they get fully appreciated by everyone. But
Hey, I got a text right now from Brandon.
Oh.
Yeah. Just plain old Ray Hernandez. That's me, Canada Spaceman. Ugh. I don't know.
Time
man.
for a rebranding.
I guess, right? Maybe I should just call myself Ray Hernandez. Oh my God.
It's got a certain ring to it.
Bro, you know how tell me this isn't an 80s wrestler's name. Coming to the ring, weighing in at 246 pounds, hailing from the Lower East Side of New York City, Mr. Nobody, Mr. Nobody, Ray Hernandez. You know, it was like Mr. Wonderful. It was Mr. No, Common Ray Hernandez.
Common Ray Hernandez.
He's just a common man, not getting credit for what he did.
Do you normally get announced as like from areas of parts of New York and not a city?
Probably. So you know what the funny thing is? You know who gave me the whole Big Ray Hernandez thing? It was always Big Ray. But when I started doing WrestleZone with Nick Hausman, it burned me. Like I didn't want nobody to know my last name. But he would go, good morning, everybody. You know, he'd do his whole spiel, and I'm here with Big Ray Hernandez. And I'm like, oh, this guy fucking said my last name again. I don't like that. But now it's stuck. So I'm here, and I'm queer, and I will not disappear. Slightly above average, Big Ray Hernandez. So all in all, you don't like this match, right?
The match was okay, but I just pointed out some things that they can work on, I guess. I mean, Apollo was fine. I didn't see anything he needed to really work on. He sold the eye pokes well. Not well enough that I couldn't tell they were phony, but still. What's going on over there? You got more messages?
So we got some breaking news here.
Okay.
With some breaking news, let's head down to the field with just regular old Ray Hernandez. Thank you, Big Ray Hernandez. Brandon just gave me an update here. Apparently, he's stuck in the hospital. More news later. That's all I got.
Shit.
Yeah, we gotta find out what's going on here.
Okay. Well, let's find out what's going on with this show.
Yeah, so they did I think a hype reel for One Hung Low. What's her name?
Oh yes, I have it here. A Progressive Insurance presents Meiko Satomura.
What?
So,
Progressive Car Insurance?
Yeah, like this package, this sizzle reel, of Meiko Satomura was brought to you by Progressive with Flow. Flow.
Shit. Hold on. All right, so we have more breaking news here. God damn it. All right, so it was just the regular appointment that he had to go to. Brandon, so he's fine.
Oh, that's good.
So did they have the lizard? Oh no, that's Flo.
Well, Geico has the lizard.
Right.
Progressive has Flow.
Progressive has Flo. Oh, and that other guy, what's his name?
Jamie. Yeah.
Jamie, right. Oh, who's more over to you, Flo or Jamie?
Well, Flo was the original, so.
Flo does love wrestling. Fun fact, the actress that plays Flo fucking followed me on Instagram because she likes wrestling. It's true. She does love wrestling. Yeah. So very nice young lady.
All right.
Would you hit Flo? Would you hit it?
I'm not gonna. I think it would have to be a situational game time decision, right?
Right. I like the ostrich. and the guy with the ostrich. You know what I'm talking about?
You talking about the guy that tweeted about Kevin Nash's quads?
Not that. Not no. Somebody tweeted it. What's this? They were like, okay, Will Ostrich. I was like, dude, the simple things in life. No, the guy.
You can always tell who listens to Cornette because, like, his fans just repeat the shit that he says.
but I don't listen to Jim Cornette much, but
well,
Will
if you hear somebody say Will Ostrich,
that's
or if
Jim
you
Cornette.
hear, yeah, and if you hear what are some other Kenny Olivier, if you ever hear people say Kenny Olivier, you can just tell who listens to Jim Cornette by the shit that they throw out there. Like, anyway, let's move on with the show. Wait, before we move on with the show, did this progressive match flow get you excited for Sodomore? Did it like kind of catch you up on her history with the little? I like how they go back to the WCW appearance.
Well, it reminded me that she was there. I totally forgot about her. And I was like, oh shit, that's right. Now I know who she is. No, I don't.
No, I mean, yeah, we don't know who she is, but at least you know. Now you're like, okay, well, she's been around, right? So
I love the background stories, and I do need. I love Flo. I love Jamie, but they need some type of animal, because they have the guy that's like a cop or whatever, and he has the fucking ostrich that he hangs out with. You know what I'm talking about? That commercial.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So if they don't have a gecko, what do they have? Like an iguana?
Yeah.
The progressive iguana.
Progressive iguana. It might work
with regular Ray Hernandez.
There you go.
Right,
more people are in the chat adding more Jim Cornette-isms, so we got a lot of Jim Cornette fans in the house. Dwarf Dong Sucker, the Cucamonga Kids, Pockets, the Hardley Boys.
The Hardley Boys. Liberty Mutual. Yeah. Yes, Liberty. Emu.
And Doug.
And Doug.
Which Jim Cornette's also a very big fan of.
Is he really?
That commercial. Yeah, he likes that little.
I'm going to start fucking following him more.
It's time for you to listen to Jim Cornette and learn a thing or two. So now we're going to go to the Diamond Mine. And this is where they're all like arguing amongst themselves like children. And then Ivy comes in and basically says the Morty line to them. I think you have it on the soundboard probably.
The Morty line?
Or is that Colin that has that? Does he only have that, or did he give it to you?
No, he didn't give it to you, but I'll do it. Get your shit together. Get it all together. Put it on a knapsack. Get it together. Your shit. Get it together. I tried.
That was really good.
That's not bad?
Yeah, that's what Ivy Nile basically came in and said to them, right? Essentially.
She did.
Yeah.
With, what's her face? Her lesbian lover.
Yeah, so we'll get to that in a second. So speaking of those, the K-Sounds make their entrance.
Yep.
And Toxic Attraction is watching inexplicably. Now, I kind of bitched about this on the... when did I bitch about it? It doesn't matter. I'll just do it again. So on the SmackDown, they had the... well, not just SmackDown. They've had the for the vacant women's championship, WWE Women's Tag Team Championship that Sasha and Naomi vacated. They've been having a tournament. Toxic Attraction was in the tournament. We had the RBB and PAWG.
Rick Vickery was there?
No, RBB.
Oh,
Reptilian Britt Baker and Fat Ass White Giraffe went to SmackDown, had the match, won the match. The giraffe got hurt.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah. Sore throat. Sore throat. Yeah. Giraffe got hurt.
Oh shit.
And instead of just they had a last chance fatal 4-way tag team match to fill the spot.
Oh no.
Why didn't they just bring in Mandy to take the place? Like, you have a third person in this gimmick. She's been on SmackDown before. She was on SmackDown for years.
Allegedly.
People know who she is.
I just work here, bro. I don't know.
All right. Well, just wondering. So now we got we see Junior in the locker room, and we got Finn Balor comes in.
Yes.
Surprise Finn Balor appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Basically comes in and just tells he advises him not to underestimate his opponent. talking about Tyler Bate, of course. So there's going to be a recurring theme in the night.
Yeah.
We're going to see some old faces return and tell somebody, hey, don't do this, or hey, do this, or whatever advice they have, right?
Bro, I would have been like, Finn Balor.
Back the fuck off!
I got this. No, probably not.
He might not. Well, anyway, so now we get to our match. It's the K-Sounds versus Ivy and the Green Hornet. So Toxic Attraction, is going to, this is the second week in a row where you see another outside team come in and attack one of the teams and not get DQ'd. Now,
no DQ. It's ECW rules.
Yeah, it's questionable if the ref saw this one. He blatantly saw the one we were talking about last week.
Last week, right.
This one, I don't know, because he wasn't on the camera, so I don't know if he saw it or not. But, yeah. And then, so K-Sounds wants to throw a tailgate party at Worlds Collide. Mm-hmm. And then while they're, going over the particulars for that and, how you can RSVP to this, Dewdrop and Nikki Ash appear.
Dewdrop.
Yeah.
Dewdrop. Anyway, they do appear. Mm-hmm. And goddamn, Dewdrop is just a giant woman.
Mm-hmm.
Very pretty.
It doesn't hurt that these other women are very tiny.
No. She's a very heavy woman. But she's a beautiful woman. God bless her. She's very pretty in the face.
She would be like if Candice LeRae just kept having kids.
Just let it go. Well, yeah, they did a face-to-face gimmick, I thought they were going to go at it. Listen, Dewdrop, they should just do a fucking handicap match. All you need is Dewdrop. Yeah. They need to turn it back to Piper Niven, that Dewdrop shit.
I don't even know why she's still. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat it, but
you know what it is. It's disgusting.
Yes.
So, I don't know why.
I don't even know why she still has it at this point. Triple H has been back for a couple of weeks.
Is there money in that name?
No.
So,
no money. I'm sure the merch is not selling.
Well, this was the opportunity for them to change her back to Piper Niven.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. What do you think about? Did you have anything to add about Ivy and Paxum Tately and K-Sounds, their little match?
That's all right. Well, to be fair, I was dealing with my wife yesterday. Not dealing, but helping her out with a bunch of stuff. I wasn't able to. Some matches I had them on, but when you're rubbing your wife's back and telling her maybe we should go to the hospital, it's kind of hard to pay attention to a lot of stuff.
You're like, it's okay, it's gonna be okay, honey, it's okay. And you're
That's exactly what I was doing.
Watching four chicks rubbing on each other in a wrestling ring.
I'm like, like, honey, we're fine. You're fine. We go to the hospital. Anyway.
Yeah. So that's understandable. But yeah, I will say that I don't know, the mask on Paxum looked kind of cute. The Kato mask.
It worked for her. It really did.
Yeah. I hope her nose stays broken.
Bro, so
okay.
No, would not Dewdrop. What's her name?
Nikki.
Bro, she's wearing a Green Hornet mask, right? Too.
Yeah.
You know how she has like kind of like her nose looks like it's been broken.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't she get it fixed? Okay. What's the next?
Kiana James is at the Impact Wrestling offices, answering phones and doing stuff. You can tell it's Impact because of the way the lighting is in this office. It's got to be or maybe it's possibly Anthem, like the actual main company, Anthem, maybe.
Could be.
She seems like a big, like, she's a high riser.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's her. She's answering phones and taking notes and saying things. All right.
Sure.
Next, we get a Schism vignette, which I'm sure I can speak for both of us when I say we didn't need. And then Trick and Mellow double park in the parking lot. I think they parked right in front of Santos's Escalade and just blocked them in, and then they just go in. I guess that's cool to do that. If you're the A champion, you can just park in front of other parking spaces. Lab Rat says, I'll let her do my taxes.
I'm sure you would, pervert.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
And we know that Liz is a little prickly towards Kiana James because they have like a similar working background, and she just doesn't. Liz gets a little protective sometimes, and
Liz is more over.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's not right to do it, but
It's like comparing the vet to Colin. There's no comparison.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm offended that you did it.
Well, then I shouldn't have said it.
Yeah. So Schism's in the ring. Gacy's handing out Mick Foley pins, calling for Cameron Grimes. He's like, hey, come get your "Have a nice day" badge.
Oh boy.
And
that was dumb.
And Cameron Grimes comes out and says a really boringly written retort.
Can I ask you, was there any doubt in your mind that he was going to be like, I was thinking about it and I say no, I'm not going to be part of your fact? I knew it was going to happen. It was so that was dumb.
Yeah, it was. If you're gonna do the obvious thing, you could at least try to make it interesting. But
Cameron Grimes.
Even when see, here's a very easy example, guys. I don't want to make it seem like I'm always just tearing stuff down. Now, because there's a precedent for people on this channel consulting for people for a number of years.
Allegedly.
Why don't I just throw a suggestion out there?
Consult away, brother.
Maybe it could be a pay-per-view main event someday. Actually, probably not. But I'm just the other thing too, Ray, is that I put on a lot of socks during NXT, and I feel like maybe the people feel like they're getting cheated when I say that. Like, Vet's not even watching wrestling anymore.
Oh, he's watching.
Like, are we gonna give up our one coffee a month to listen to this guy not watch wrestling? So here's the proof that I do, and it's gonna come with some constructive criticism. So right here, there's a spot where Gacy tells he tells Cameron Grimes, like, you lost. He throws the loss to Braun Breaker in his face, right? He's like, you lost to Braun, like you lost your championship, you lost to Braun, and all that stuff, right? And Cameron Grimes, whatever he said, I don't remember because it was boring and it didn't mean shit, right?
He said, to the moon.
Yeah, he did. He probably didn't even say that, but
he did.
What he could have said was, well, you've never had a championship, and you also lost to Braun. So it's like, you could throw the stuff back at him just because that's what somebody probably might say if someone was accusing you of doing something that they've also already done. Isn't the first thing that you're going to do throw that back into their face?
Absolutely.
All right.
Fucking amateurs.
Yeah. But then he says something about his dad, and then that caused Cameron Grimes to punch him in the face.
Well, I would have punched him in his face too.
Yeah. And but then the dyad wants to kick his ass, and Joe's like, no, don't kick his ass.
Don't do that. I love when he hugged him though.
Yeah.
He thought Cameron Grimes was gonna get attacked by Joe Gacy, and then it's just hugging shit out, man. Barney style, yo. What do we got next?
Oh, well, I'll tell you. Next we got Roxanne Perez sending Cora a text and then blocking her right away. So she's full Gen Z or whatever you call these soft kids these days. Just, I'm going to block you. Who is she? Sean Ross Sapp?
No, she's that other asshole from Ringside News.
Okay.
Whatever his fucking name was. Drunky McGee, allegedly.
Drunky McGee? Okay.
Yeah. By the way, don't ever go to Ringside News again.
Who?
Anyone.
Who are you talking to? Yeah, I was going to say, I'd never.
It is, in my opinion, the drizzling shit.
Pretty sure they just make up a lot of that stuff.
Stupid, bro. And there's another channel I want to bury right now. You ever heard support Wrestle Talk? Support Wrestle Talk. Fuck you guys. All right? You guys put up some fucking story All right, and then you don't fucking dig. You don't ask questions. You try to bury Vince Russo, and you know the arrogance in that video. It's one of their last posts, just trying to bury Vince Russo, and it really upset me. So then I left a comment on it. I said, "Listen, if you guys need some questions answered, just hit me." Delete it. A minute. So I did it again. I said maybe it was my fault. Delete it. Respectful. I wasn't an asshole. So so I'm gonna shoot. I hit Ben up. I said, Ben, here's the video. This is a screenshot of my shit. It's gone. So Ben reached out to them. Delete it. So I will no longer support Wrestle Talk. Fucking I'm tired.
I don't support anybody with a British accent. So
tired of these fucking people, bro. Yo, if you're gonna see, this is what I love about Apter. And people could say what he is. You can say he's a fucking mark, whatever the fuck. Listen, Bill is loved and respected, and he never reports anything, even if it's a day late, until he has all the facts. The people, you'll never learn. You will never learn. That's the last time I'm gonna talk about Ringside News and support Wrestle Talk. Fuck you guys. Fuck you right in the asshole. With Colin's dick.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Are they related to what culture, or are those a completely unrelated group of British guys that don't know what they're talking about?
I think they're the dewdrop.
I see what you did there.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you remember the movie Twins?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
they're I'm the crap.
Yes, they are the crap of because I'm actually what's his name, Simon. I've known Simon for many years. You know Simon, right? The big diesel guy who wrestles.
No.
Anyway,
they're all the same.
Not really. Simon, I like Simon a lot, and Simon's a very respectful guy. He's a good guy, and he's in the business. And hey, listen, he's getting some what do you say, punches on your bump cards or whatever. He's been training for a few years now. He's been wrestled a few, actually quite a few in the events, and he's, you know. But those other guys, no support.
No support. What do you support? Roxy's decision to block her friend, or is this kind of just
no? I do not.
Good
That's
for
fucking
this?
millennial bullshit.
Yeah, it's kind of whack, right?
It's like,
first thing I've seen her do on this show, I did not support.
It's like a fucking cowboy coming out with butterfly jeans.
Yeah.
Butterfly kisses, dragonfly stings. What?
Tyler Bate.
Burger
Tyler Bate
with onion rings.
Are you freestyling this?
Yeah, it was. Tyler Bate. That belt is giant next to his face.
Right, it's bigger than his whole head.
It's like he's carrying a flat screen TV.
Yeah, and then Finley comes in. If you needed him to look any smaller, here comes Finley, and he's like, "Hey, here's Butch," and he gives him like an iPad or whatever, and then Butch does he basically does a promo to him.
He's like, "Yeah, you know we fought for that belt, yeah. You know you gotta be tough, yeah. You gotta win, yeah. Don't fuck it up, yeah."
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, a lot of no pride here. You know, that we're seeing people coming in telling guys, hey, you know, you got to win because we were in the same division, I guess. Like,
you go protect the Dime brand, yeah?
You think the Red Sox go to the Yankees and be like, hey, look, we suck and you guys made the World Series. You got to win for the American League. Do you think they give a shit?
All the time. You don't think Big Papi did that? Listen, man. You need the wing.
Hall of Fame.
You need the wing. That's actually one of the Red Sox.
Do we need the wing? We need
the wing.
A chicken wing? Like a hot wing? A buffalo wing?
Don't make fun of Big Papi.
Okay.
He's actually that's the one.
He's fucking awesome.
He's fucking awesome. Jumps in his car, goes to the ballpark, gets a couple of hot dogs. Big Papi.
Big Papi just showed up in baseball one day in his 30s on the gas and just started smacking home runs, and everybody loved him for some reason. It's weird, right?
You know
Isn't
why?
that a weird thing? They're like, where's this guy been?
Well,
on the gas with a fat stomach. Just that's what it was in the late 90s.
I tell you, we're gonna see a young lady here on the gas with a fat stomach. I think you know who I'm talking about, brother.
Let's get to it.
Let's move on, man. I want to fast forward through a lot of this shit if we can.
All right. Well, we're gonna get the Country Trio versus Pretty Deadly and Lash Legend, who got the jobber entrance on this. How you gonna give Pretty Deadly the jobber entrance, but let these hicks walk out?
Jesus, I mean, Pretty Deadly is the best thing on NXT. Am I right, boys?
Yes, boy.
They agree.
You also notice Jensen's back in pants.
I did notice that because somebody must have said, "Listen, kid."
Yeah, it was us last week.
Oh, that shit ain't over.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it is over. Here was a funny thing. Also, just to prove that I am paying attention. Again, I'm not always putting socks on. Vic Joseph says, like, they were getting ready to go to a break, and Vic Joseph says, "Don't miss a second of the action." And then he realizes that they're not going to do picture-in-picture, so he says, "So we'll be right back." It's like, no, Vic, I think we're going to miss a few seconds of the action here because you fucking went to commercial.
You sure did. I thought I thought it was, it's funny because I was watching it on my phone, and I thought it was while I was trying to rub my wife's back. I was like, "Vic Joseph, what are you doing?"
Yeah, come on. And she's like, "Who's Vic Joseph?"
Yeah, honey, you need to go to the hospital? Oh, look at that move. Why does
what a maneuver?
What a maneuver! What have you noticed that Vic Joseph and what's this guy? Bad News
Wade.
Barrett.
Yeah,
Wade. Why do they, whenever they're at ringside doing a promo for the next show, whatever, they look around like somebody's gonna attack them all the time? Did you notice that?
Because every time they do like one of those on camera, somebody like interrupts them in the ring or on
Is that
screen
what it is?
or something. Well, I hope that's why they're doing it. Because that would be them being in character, and it would be good.
They're always like looking over their shoulder, like, "What's gonna happen over here? Oh, watch out there, Vic."
Or maybe they're worried about those Florida people in the audience doing Florida things.
I can't wait to move there. I'm gonna be a Florida man.
That's right. When they put your name in the papers, they'll say Florida man, grabs wrestling announcer during taping, and then they'll just say Ray Hernandez with no big,
just regular Ray Hernandez, Mr. Nothing Ray Hernandez, Mr. Nobody.
Nothing would be something.
Mr. Nobody Ray Hernandez.
Yeah. So anyway, so Gallus, like, while they're having the match, Gallus comes to the ring already with security. Like, they bring security with them. This is the greatest response time. It's like negative 10 seconds because these guys have already tried to stop them from running in and have failed down to halfway down the ramp. And then, they end up costing the trio the match. I think one of the coffee guys grabs somebody's leg or something, and then whatever. And then it turns into a schmoz, and then it's like right as everybody's like, getting in the ring and starting to fight, they're just like, we cut away. And we're not interested in this. This isn't interesting. This giant ring-filling brawl, not interesting. Let's just cut away. And then we go to Mandy, like, oh my God, everybody's getting in the ring and fighting. Well, anyway, Mandy Rose standing around, just staring into space. Very exciting. And then who walks in but the Queen of Spades herself. She knows a thing or two about NXT championships.
I like her. I like Shayna Baszler a lot.
Yeah. Shayna in NXT was really good.
She fucking was.
Don't know what happened after that, but
well, pal.
I like her, and I like her trilogy of matches with Kyrie as some of the best women's wrestling that WWE's ever had.
Listen, her thing is, her problem is her face. Just like Christian. A lot of people think that Christian, and I'm one of these people, was actually better than Edge. I always thought Christian was better than Edge. But, apparently he had a rat face or something. Vince McMahon thought he was too ugly to be. Do you remember? Did you remember the gimmick that Vince wanted to put on him? where he
Where
wanted
it
him
was
to
like
come
a-
to,
Like his face would be blurred out or something.
yeah, a blue dot over his face. That's fucked up, bro. You think Shayna could get that over? Like a black dot, like a spade, like a PNG of a spade
Just wear a spade mask
over her
like,
face.
Like
no,
Jackson Tately.
no, it's a
No?
graphic. You know,
A
just
graphic.
following her face.
That'd be a lot of work. They can't even get the regular camera shots right. I don't think they can worry about mixing in real-time graphics. But yeah, so well, Shayna's got a look. That's her look, and she has she has a chat with Mandy, and then by the time they're done talking, they've gotten everybody out the ring, and everything's nice and normal again. So, guess it wasn't that serious.
No.
Yeah. That's the kind of shit that I'm just like, this is why it looks so stupid when you do stuff like this. So just don't do it. Like, you don't need, especially considering this is not the only time we're going to see a bunch of guys get in the ring on this show, right? Anyway, we got a little package for Connor's cure. We'll do that, put over the
God bless
kids.
the kid.
All right, Chase U makes the entrance.
Well,
Somebody say Andre Chase? No. No one said that.
oh, you want this one too?
What we have right now is a teachable moment.
We don't get much, many chances to use these sound clips. So
Well, they're perfect every time. They make their entrance, and then they show this Charlie Dempsey, the Regal kid, warming up with a Persian club or some variation therein of it. So yeah, all right. And then we get Mackenzie's with JD McDonough.
Oh God.
He basically says in this, his long-winded way of saying it, he basically says he'd rather be creepy, which people apparently think he is, than emotionally fragile like Wes Lee. So shots fired at Wes Lee. He's not here to defend himself. Who knows what he's doing? Maybe he's talking to K-Sounds about their potential tailgate party for Worlds Collide. And then we get Andre Chase versus Charlie here. What do you want to say about this match, Ray? Because I have some things, but I'll let you go first.
Well, they may not be the same things you say, but I'm gonna say this: the style that Charlie Dempsey wrestles is my favorite. I love it. I love the transitional wrestling, going from one move to another, from one hold to another. Don't know if I would have had the kid take a pin, which he did. A lot of tomfoolery, a lot of craziness goes on in this match. We had Dempsey at one point with Andre Chase in an STF, and he kicks Bodie Hayward and goes out of the ring and beats the shit out of Bodie Hayward, which of course leads to that victory roll pin by Andre Chase. But I absolutely love Charlie Dempsey. I like that style. And Andre Chase is perfect at what he does. Everything he does is perfect. So I don't know if you're gonna like this match. I don't know if you're gonna like the kid Charlie Dempsey. I'm excited to hear what your thoughts are, but this is my guy. Love Charlie Dempsey. Go ahead.
Okay, so I understand what you mean when you say you like that style. You like that wrestling, right?
I do.
Catch,
yes.
Holds,
yes.
Transitions,
yes.
It is a sport of wrestling, right? I mean, what are we doing here? Is it pro wrestling, or is it pro jumping over the top rope on a pile of people, right? Am I right?
Ray loves white boy. Regular Ray.
Okay, well, all that being said, how do you think he did at it?
It's all right.
Exactly. It doesn't make me sound like some kind of a genius to say that the kid is green, right? Like,
no,
this isn't about me being able to say, but I mean, to pull off a style like this, you need a certain attitude, a certain swagger in your character. And unfortunately, Charlie looked like he was concentrating harder on sneering, like making the face and putting up his dukes.
His dukes.
I'm gonna get my dukes pose. You know, like he's doing a lot of phony wrestling.
Oh, Dukes, like put up your Dukes. Where's that from?
Yeah.
What movie is that from? Elizabeth?
Yeah, Liz. Dukes, like put up your Dukes, right?
Yeah.
You Jackson? You
Yes.
look like a Jackson.
Yeah.
All right. So
Right,
while we
Elizabeth
wait for
Bowman.
Liz's answer on that, so basically, yeah, he does not look like a man doing this stuff calmly and coldly. He looks like a kid doing phony pro wrestling exaggerations of these things. So he's got to get a little harder edge on his style if he's going to do this style, because he's not really pulling it off.
Well, he didn't do the whole. Let me see if I can do this if I can describe this on audio, because you'll see it on video. But the whole shaking of the head and grabbing the wrist and making sure the tape's on tight. You know, he didn't do that. He needed to do more of that too.
Yeah, like his daddy.
Or that, the
that
wrist exercise, which is actually really good, especially if you have arthritis like I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, like the stuff he did was fine. You know, he did some good stuff, but his demeanor, like it just wasn't believable yet. So, I'd like to see him, really tighten the shit up. But I like the idea I like the way the match played out, and I like the Liz Bloodsport. Sorry, getting something to drink.
Good job.
Undefeated. Liz undefeated.
She's the best.
I think I stumped her once, but I already forgot what it was, so I can't even. I'm just not even gonna claim it. I'm gonna say she's undefeated.
So
but
what was a no contest? The one was a no contest.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. So anyway, that's my advice to Charlie Dempsey. Actually, don't worry about posing and making faces and stuff like. I know that's what your dad did, and he's really good at it. But he was also way better than you when he was doing it. So make sure that you can do all this other stuff in your sleep before you worry about making the faces and stuff, and make it look like a contest. Don't just make it look like you're doing the moves because it's time. But I like the story of Andre Chase being like, hey man, you thought you were a wrestler, I out wrestled you.
Yeah.
It's good. It fits the character, and it gave him a good we'll see him again before the night's over.
And if I may real quick, and Andre Chase is a really good wrestler.
Oh yeah.
As quirky a character he may be, he is a really good wrestler. I absolutely love Andre Chase.
He's got some of that awkwardness too. Not the same way as Grayson Waller does, because he doesn't rush as much like Grayson Waller does, but his body, just the shape of it, because he's tall and gangly, like it makes some of the moves look a little bit awkward, and so his coordination's a little off, but in his brain, he knows what he wants to do. That's why he's already setting himself up to be in the coach position, right? So that he can teach these kids for a shoot. Like all the things that he knows, but his body doesn't necessarily always cooperate with him 100%, right? Next, we get Mako Satomura meeting your former, first grade teacher backstage?
Yeah. Next.
All right. Zoe is on her way to the ring.
Yeah.
Good old Zoe.
Good old steroid stomach.
She just works on her abs real hard,
Bro, how do you have a fat stomach with boxes on it? How do you have a six-pack with your stomach? She's like Hulk Hogan.
She doesn't have a fat stomach.
Okay.
She may have some expanded organs, but
I'm just saying that this is where the gimmicks would help balance everything out, if you know what I mean. Listen, I know this is going to come off racist and sexist. Well, not racist, just sexist. But I don't know. I think gimmicks would help her even everything out. But that's just aesthetic. I think she's an incredible wrestler.
Yeah. I don't know about incredible, but she's all right.
I think she's really fucking good, dude.
I'll tell you who's incredible.
Who? Kiana James?
Walter. Because he comes up.
Mm-hmm.
And he says to this punk kid midget, European wrestling depends on him beating Braun. Talk about pressure.
Well, they're fucked.
Yeah. Sorry, European wrestling.
Yeah, well,
Take yourself and Charlie Dempsey and get the hell out of here.
if Walter was wrestling this match, he might have a chance. More than might. You would have a chance. But
yeah, even though he did put the kid over on the way out.
yeah, so Zoe Stark wins.
Wait, we didn't get there yet.
Nah.
Yeah, now this is Kiana James versus Zoe. Okay. And this doesn't last long, and it shouldn't, because Kiana James is like a character enhancement talent for now. Which is good. And Zoe hits the go the hell to sleep for the win.
Yes, sir.
And then Kiana tries to hit her with a bag.
That's her thing.
And she's thwarted by Nikita Lyons just sliding in just in time to stop her from hitting with the bag.
Yep. Anytime Nikita's on TV, I'm good with it.
All right.
Unless she lost a little weight too. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh, maybe a little bit,
She looked a little more fit this time around.
Good for her.
Yeah.
She doesn't want her other knee to blow out.
No.
Mackenzie's with Blair.
Davenport.
Blair Davenport. I was like, who the hell's Blair? Oh yeah. Yeah, what's her name? B. Priestley. Mackenzie's with B. Priestley. Will Ospreay's girlfriend. Who cares about it? Well, one person does. One person cares about old Will.
Nobody fucking cares.
But who walks into this scene? A real, well, she's not British. She's Australian, but
close enough.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Rhea Ripley walks in.
Rhea.
And she says,
Ripley.
Don't screw it up, basically, is what she says.
That's it.
Yeah, everybody's life is depending on these matches at Worlds Collide, apparently. That all these WWE wrestlers have to come down and be like, hey, don't fuck this up. They're like, leave me alone, man. What are you doing here?
Yeah. Back the fuck up. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't have it. Hold on. There it is.
Back the fuck off!
Yeah. There you go. I like B, a.k.a. Blair, you jerk off. Smiley face. Candace Spaceman. Of course it was. Yeah, Aaron Ben Shlomo is already talking about Rhea Ripley not making any sense. Dude, everybody's been coming down from the WWE and visiting all these people that have belts. So it's not just her. None of this makes sense. Except Pride's on the line.
Sure.
So then Gallus makes their way to the ring, and I fell back asleep during this, and I almost missed work. That's how boring this was. Like, just watching them walk out. Like, I was worried. I had already put my socks on at this point, and I even have my shoes on. And just as soon as their music hits, I was just...
Yo, I'm going to tell you right now, did not really watch this match. I just saw the finish. So why don't we just go to the finish?
Good choice, Ray. Good choice. But we're not there yet.
Well, I was at that point. I was helping my
gonna-
wife out of bed to the bathroom. That's how much pain she was in. But I was still holding the phone.
So yeah, you're on the phone, so you would have seen Nathan Fraser and Axiom on a couch reading comic books.
That was adorable.
And then they were also booking themselves in a rounds match at Worlds Collide on the couch together.
I'll tell you what, Worlds Collide is going to be a really good wrestling event. I think they're going to have some good matches there. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, might have some good matches. Even though this was kind of, let me just put it this way: for the type of thing that the WWE likes to do with these little backstage skits with people interacting with each other, this was not embarrassing like most of them are.
Well,
I mean, it wasn't. It's not like I think anybody should run out and watch the clip of this or anything like that. You definitely don't have to, but I think both guys did this. They performed this very well.
I have a question though.
Sure.
So I'm going to use this package, this Amazon package, as this is a comic book. Let's make believe this is a comic book, okay?
Ooh.
When you read your comic books, now you see me in the screen. I'm looking down at the comic. Who reads that comic book like this?
It's like when you see somebody in a movie reading a newspaper, just holding it up above their face.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
Okay, well, they do lose points for that, but everything else with the acting and the reading and the stuff. Okay, Diamond Mine is going to take on Gallus now. Jesus. Let me bury Gallus a little more.
Sure.
The Coffees came in and they did a double chop on Brutus, and it made no noise
I
whatsoever.
have coffee.
Well, I'm talking about Mark and Joe Coffey.
I'm leaving this to you, so you tell me.
Did you know? Did you notice that? Like when they, I mean, you may not have. I understand, but let's say that they went into double team Brutus, and they both chopped him at the same time, and no noise happened. Like I don't know if they just gently glided their hands over his sweaty chest or what, but
who knows?
Yeah, it was weird. My other note is boring, and then for the finish, Roddy comes out with a phone, and
he's so funny.
For some reason, Damon Kemp goes outside and like he's like, "What are you doing?" And then he's like, Roddy's like, "I don't know, something. I'm trying to help Ray's wife to the bathroom." And then Damon Kemp grabs it out of his hand and steps on it, throws it on the floor and steps on it. And then he goes back in, and then he gets hit with a spinning lariat, and he loses. And then the locker room empties for a schmoz again. Like, everybody gets in the ring for this. Like, everybody. Like, the whole building pours into the ring to have a fight. And then they cut to Junior just back there watching on a monitor looking like a little kid. He's, like, got a face like this, like, hey, I should go out there too and fight.
Hey.
Yeah.
But
before he can, all of a sudden, here's Ciampa.
Mm-hmm.
And Ciampa sits down next to Junior, has a heart-to-heart. He gets to hold Goldie one more time while he tells him about the importance of NXT and how, Braun better not fuck this up like everybody else has been saying. Rhea Ripley, Walter, Finn Balor. We've seen an all-star cast of people coming in telling other people, don't fuck this up, whatever this is.
I mean, they had everybody there. They had a Bruno Sammartino. He showed up as a what do you call that? Like the Tupac gimmick?
The hologram.
Yeah.
They had a Bruno hologram.
Let me tell you, you need to not fuck this up. That's my Bruno. I don't know.
It sounded like you're Aaron Ben Shlomo a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, Andre, come on. Fuck it up.
Vince McMahon came in, like,
yeah, pal.
One more appearance, like, don't fuck this up, pal.
Yeah.
Goddamn,
pal.
Hell of a match you got coming up.
In his underwear.
Yeah.
I can see him in a full jacket.
You ever seen one of these before?
I could see Vince McMahon just walking around backstage in a full jacket, tie, just with the tighty whitey underwears and the shirt tucked in, and his high socks with slippers. Just, hey, pal! He's walking around aimlessly into walls.
I mean, he probably started putting the socks on when that Gallus match was in the ring, and then
he's got a hole in one sock.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
Hi.
So okay, Vic and Wade are doing their thing, right? Where they run down the card coming up over the weekend, and then
looking over their shoulder.
Yeah, and they look over the shoulder because here comes Trick and Mello. Like, hey, shut up, both of you guys, shut the hell up. Yeah. I got something to say. We ain't on Worlds Collide, so I'm mad. And then, basically, then we cut away from that. We go to break. We get Quincy, the Super Diva, again.
Love him. Love him.
Okay, and then he's letting everybody know that, I don't even remember what he said. It was a bunch of nonsense, but he seemed to believe it, whatever it was. And then Trick and Mello come back out, get in the ring. They brag about doing stuff, and then all of a sudden the lights go out, and the one and only Ricochet appears. And he gets on the mic and says, hey, why don't, I see a lot of, NXT, NXT UK, why don't we throw a little SmackDown on it? And, what about me and you for that North America champion? I'll be a two-time North America champion.
Two-time.
So my note for this is that this man cannot lose to Carmelo Hayes no matter what happens. He absolutely cannot. He's already the pinnacle of whatever Carmelo Hayes' boring ass was going to reach. So you can't put the bootleg over the real deal here. That's my opinion. Ray, what do you think?
Bro, he is fucking terrible on that microphone. He is a void of all charisma. Ricochet is. That's what that is. But I agree.
Yeah, I'm still gonna say that this was good for him.
Which is not good at all. I'm sorry. But
I mean,
he is. But I'll say this. It's going to be a fucking great match. Those two guys, I think, are going to fucking bring the house down. This may be the best match, and we'll get into the match card real quick as we sign off. And I agree. I think Carmelo Hayes should drop the title to Ricochet. Why not?
I mean, maybe he doesn't have to drop the title. Maybe they can get out of it some way, but Ricochet can't lose. He can't put over Carmelo here. It can't happen.
Why don't we jump in to the next to Worlds Collide really quickly, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a quick, rapid fire predictions. Worlds Collide 2022, ladies and gentlemen. It's time, and I'm not playing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Worlds Collide, which will take place this Saturday, right? September 4th on the Cock. Oh, yeah. It's WWE NXT versus WWE NXT UK.
Are we going to get struck for this?
Well, I only played like 10 seconds. Better not. All right. Real quickly, Axiom versus Nathan Frazier. Who goes over and why?
Axiom, because he's newer.
Agreed. I believe Axiom does go over. We just spoke about Carmelo Hayes with Trick Williams in his right pocket for the North American Championship. Who goes over and why?
Should be Ricochet because goddamn, but possibly Melo goes because they're just bringing Ricochet in to help get him over.
Sunday. You're right, Lawrence Weaver. Sunday. My bad. Sunday. It's after.
Clash at the Castle.
Clash at the. I can't do it. Fatal 4-way tag team elimination match to unify NXT Tag Team Championship, NXT UK Tag Team Championship. The Creed Brothers versus Brooks and Jensen. Brooks and Josh Briggs. Whatever, you know those guys. Gallus and Pretty Deadly. Who goes over and why?
Creeds go over. They're getting a mega push. Although you could put it on Pretty Deadly again. You could really put on any of them. I think they will lose. I think the Cowboys will lose it. They won't get the whole shebang.
Yeah, I think Pretty Deadly goes over. Brooks and Jensen goes. Pretty Deadly goes into a program with Creeds. Brooks and Jensen goes into a program with Gallus.
Man, that's boring. That's boring as shit.
All right. We get the K-Sounds, the NXT Tag Team Champions versus D-Drop and Nikki Ash. Who goes over?
K-Sounds.
Yeah.
It's too soon to take it off them, I think.
Or maybe Triple H said, I don't know.
Now keep in mind that all my choices are based entirely on what I would do with, if they just handed me the pencil. It's not what I really think they will do unless otherwise specified, like I did with the Ricochet thing, where I'm afraid they'll put Melo over him. But if it's me, I'm just saying, I don't want to just give the K-Sounds the belts and then beat them that quick, so.
Okay, fair enough. I agree with you. Then we have the co-main event of the evening, Mandy Rose for the NXT, what is this? NXT Women's Championship. Mandy Rose versus Meiko Sakamura and Blair Davenport. Who goes over and why? I'll tell you what. I think they're putting Blair over.
They might.
I think that's the girl.
I think they want to put her over without. Yeah, I guess.
I think Mandy's going to the main roster. And Blair will go into a program with Meiko Sakamura on NXT, on the regular NXT.
Okay.
That's what I think. Last but not least, for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship of the Universe. It's a belt versus title match to unify the UK Championship versus the NXT World Championship. Braun Breaker versus Tyler Bate. Who goes over and why?
Junior goes over because why the hell would he go under now?
I don't know, man. I think they're going to put the belt on Tyler Bate. I think Braun Breaker goes to the main roster as well. Main roster.
Even if that was what I wanted to do, I still wouldn't have him lose to Tyler fucking Bate. I'd have him bring the unified belt up with him.
Well, here's the deal, bro. That was a long show. Are you looking forward to all the wrestling this weekend?
It's a long show. You've been hitting the gas pedal because you got other things to do. Whenever Ray's got other things he needs to take care of.
No. I meant NXT was a long show. Oh. You jumping down my throat, goddammit.
What? NXT is the same length it is every week.
Oh. It felt longer. Ladies and gentlemen.
Because you were trying to, watch it on a phone and,
Do not forget, tomorrow, whenever you're watching this, tomorrow night, stay tuned to my Twitter. I will put out a link where you guys can watch us, me and Ben Hameen, as we discuss, and we're going to actually spill some beans on some things that we haven't done, only on Patreon. So we're giving some stuff away for free regarding a lot of the issues. Ben was actually showing me the many Google documents that he has. I was like, wow, it's a lot of shit, pal. So join us, guys, and do me a favor, do our friends a favor over there. Just look them up. It's Wrestling. You see it down there in the left-hand corner. Wrestling for Life. Just type that in on your YouTube channel. And what I want you guys to do is, if you can, spread the word within the HMG Army, PW Hustle Army. All you guys, please show up there. Leave comments. Let them know that you're part of our family. Hit the little subscribe button for them. Hit the little bell and everything like that. Do all that good stuff. We're going to be doing some cross promotion, and I may ask one of their boys to come on talk NXT here with us. So it's going to be like we're helping each other out. We're building each other's brands. And I like these guys a lot. They're good guys. So check them out. Vet, what are you doing real quick, Vet? What are you doing in the next couple of days besides watching a shit ton of wrestling?
Ugh. I don't want to.
Oh.
What am I doing the next couple days? Well, I guess I won't have to worry about the Smack Attack this week because John Enright informed me that he's going to be doing something somewhere and he won't be able to do it either. So take a Smack Attack off, everybody. But I should be on that the following week. And then let's see. Of course, Impact Attack everywhere. Every Monday night at Snavit's time. And then we got what else is going on? Not a hell of a lot. Speaking of guests for NXT, I heard that a certain The Andrew Bello is looking to get some word out about his new mixtape. So I said, hey, you used to work here. What are you doing one of these Wednesday mornings? Just a little sneak preview teaser for everybody.
Well, so his rap tape and stuff, like his music?
Just saying, he's thinking about dropping it.
What do you guys think?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I don't think they really give a shit.
Oh, well, I'm
kidding.
Him, so
I'm kidding. Andrew Bello, The Andrew Bello. Follow him on Twitter at The Andrew Bello. I think I don't know what his Twitter handle is anymore. And his friend, what is his name? Ron Burgundy, Bergeron, something like that.
I don't know his Twitter handle.
Oh, something Bergeron. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm dude. Can you get me like a little preview of this hip hippity hop?
Yeah, I got a special sneak preview just for you, Ray. Ready?
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
Oh shit!
You're gonna have to listen to the rest on your own.
That's spitting hot fire.
Dylan.
Wagwan. Listen,
too
guys.
close, man.
Oh shit! Don't do that again. Scared the fuck out of me. Follow me on social media, Big Ray Hernandez, on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I mean, it's impossible to find me. You know. And again, don't forget, guys. I'm gonna say it one last time. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Ben Hameen, wrestler, trainer, and owner alone, with nobody's help, owner of HMG, and Ray Hernandez. Some guy that's probably owns a deli in Spanish Harlem, Ray Hernandez.
Yeah, if only he were big or something.
I don't know. Good job, Nick. You're going to get buried live on your own show. Jesus Christ. Guys, come in. I want fingers in the holes, you know? No? You don't have to do that. Just, tell them, be there, okay? Follow me on Twitter. You know what to do. I'll put the link out tomorrow. Bet you'll be there, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Say goodbye, Vet.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
What's your name, fella?
Triple H.
You fucking mark!
Hey, stop it. Stop it. Okay. All right.